And good afternoon. This is Coach Big Pete of deepdishfootball.com. Well, it is now week two is in the books. This is my conclusion for Sunday, my Sunday conclusion for week two. 2 weeks in the books, and still not for sure on a bunch of teams, especially the mid-sized schools. A lot of questions still apart. 3A race is still open up in Illinois. Williamsville has emerged as a top 3A team to look out for. Um, Lincoln Way East is the best large school team in the state of Illinois. That no doubt about that. Lincoln Way East is the best large school in Illinois. No doubt about it. No questions, no nothing about that. Behind it, you have Homewood Flossmoor. Bolingbrook has emerged. Still talking about Glenbard West. I will still preach Glenbard West because of that type of offense and its scheme that Heltlet has. You can't shake your head at that. That's a team basically that has always been on a mission, and it's not a talent driven team. It's not a talent driven team. It's a scheme driven team, and Glenbard West is that team to look out for. Um, Maine South lost to Lincoln Way East, and Lincoln Way East won. Um, but I still not going to count out Maine South. Um, I'm still not going to count out St. Charles North, even though they lost. Bolingbrook still is a team to keep a close eye on because it seems like they got everything in control, unlike last year. And I think that Bolingbrook can do a lot of damage this season. Also, Sacred Heart Griffin lost. They were upset by Decatur MacArthur. Huge congratulations to Decatur MacArthur. Coach Spates of Decatur MacArthur is my coach of the night. He got the Pumpkin Spice Donut Award. Also, the Plainfield Central team deserves a nice shout out too because they finally have won a game since 2012. They finally won a game, and they get my player of the night because they did a great job. Fabian McCray gets the Deep Dish Football Game of the Week player of the night. Unbelievable for Phillips. Fabian McCray. Lewin beats Forston. Forston, a 1A powerhouse, lost to Lewin. Lewin is another 1A powerhouse too. So I think the balance of power is sort of in the up north, and NUIC is up in the winds, but I think Lewin deserves to be talked as the number one, and I think Lewin deserves to be the number one thing on the poll. Morris beats Washington. That was another huge game that I was keeping a close eye on. Morris, eh, this could be the quintessential year for Morris football. I really am preaching about Morris. Sterling, DeKalb, those two teams in that conference, also to look out at for. IC loses to St. Lawrence. People are now counting out IC. Don't count out IC. I don't count out any of any of the 3A or 4A private school teams. Never do. And IC is still very good. Elmwood Park is 2-0. My old team that I coach, Westmont, is 2-0. Again, they play Wilmington. That's going to be tough. Wilmington lost to Mantino. Again, Wilmington plays Westmont, so they'll be back. Don't worry. Um, uh, I was uh, I was impressed by Nazareth's shutout. Nazareth shut out De La Salle. They did a great job of shutting out De La Salle. Um, Shocked that De La Salle did not score a point on Nazareth, and Nazareth is just unbelievable. I was a little bit worried because they didn't play last week because they had a forfeit win, but Nazareth wins. Uh, Good win for Nazareth football. That first win is a key win for Nazareth football, and Nazareth deserves a lot of respect for what they did against De La Salle. Crete-Monee beat Brother Rice. Again, Crete-Monee, they lost the first game, but Crete-Monee wins. Again, another team to keep an eye out on for. Uh, Prairie Ridge beats Huntley. I don't think anything can stop Prairie Ridge. My personal belief is that Prairie Ridge Uh, Prairie Ridge is just unbelievable. I can't wrap my head around it. There's they're in the mix with Lincoln Way East and other teams, but I still consider Lincoln Way East the best team. Um, what else? Hinsdale Central wins. Lyons Township wins. Lyons Township is looking good. Um, I think everything is cleared up. I think Lyons Township is sort of on a, how do you say, on a thing to go really far into the playoffs. I like what Brian's doing. I love what his wide receivers are doing. Um, and I also like to make mention too is that a lot of college coaches are very impressed with Lyons Township their sophomores. Very impressed, and I was told about them. And Lyons Township is going to be looking really good these coming years. Yeah. So let's see what else. Again, in week two, there still was sloppy play, and that was understandable. I think week three, it's going to be cleaned up. Week two is just my deepest football game of the week that you guys voted for, Phillips versus Richards. There was a lot of sloppy play, and I forgot to talk about that. Phillips is unbelievable. I don't consider them a large school. I don't. They're the best mid-sized school right now in the state. They are. The talent, their defense could be talked about in historic marks of defenses in Illinois high school football history. Phillips' defense is that effing good. I've never ever seen a defense do so much work with their backs to the goal line and stop an opposing offense like I've seen Phillips do. It's unbelievable what Phillips is do. Simeon lost again, so they're 0-2. They will play Phillips. That's another game close to look for. And it looks like Deep Dish Football given a week for week 3 is Homewood Flossmoor at Stag. Stag is 2-0. Lake Park is 2-0. Really huge shot to Coach Rowe for Lake Park and them being 2-0. Rochester is just Rochester. Rochester's looking like complete world beaters right now. But Williamsville's looking great in the 3A. I do believe that the 3A race is very, very wide open. There was one more. There was one more I was thinking about. Um, East St. Louis lost to Missouri team, but again, I don't think many people were surprised by that. East St. Louis, wait until they start getting into conference play, then they're just going to start smashing teams. There's one more team I'm forgetting about that I want to talk about. Herscher. I want to talk about Herscher. Herscher, it's starting to look like in the 4A race, Herscher could be the second best team in the state of Illinois. Rochester's number 1, but Herscher could be number 2. And Herscher's looking unbelievable. They are a hell of a team. I think that they're going to win. I think they're going to win the I-8 large, and I think that they're going to go. I think they have a good argument for going pretty far and having Thanksgiving in DeKalb because I think Herscher is just unbelievable right now. I'm trying to. There was one more team that I'm forgetting. That I keep forgetting them to talk about. Wheaton North. Wheaton North is 2-0. Wheaton North beat Julie Catholic. Wheaton North is a lot like the same. Is in the same thing as a Mount Carmel, Glenbard West, Wilmington, Morris football. Get the team into a mental toughness mode, no mistakes, self accountability, and a strong willed team does wonders. And Wheaton North's that type of team. And Wheaton North looks great in the DuPage Valley Conference. I know a lot of people are laughing at me, but they look good. Naperville Central, again, Naperville Central is probably going to be the top dogs. Glenbard North is 0-2 now. sad to say it. I really thought they were going to do something this year. Um, and there's Ridgewood won. Um, Stevenson lost their game to the team up in Michigan, Muskegon. They lost to Muskegon. Again, they'll be back week 3. Muskegon's a tough team. A very good team out of Michigan. That's about it. Oh, ACC beat ACC had a good upset too. I'm forgetting the team that they played, but ACC had a very good upset. But again, there's more questions than answers coming off this week too, and I think they're going to get answered in week 3. I think the biggest questions right now are the large, 7A, 8A, 6A. I think 4A, 5A, there's a pretty good idea what's going to happen. 3A, there's still a good question to it. So 3A, 7A, 8A have the question marks in them. Those are the classes that have the question marks in them. But we'll see what happens. I mean, I do think I think it's 2A. I mean, it's 2A or 3A. 2A. I think St. Teresa, the Cater St. Teresa's finding themselves perfectly. I also want to talk about Peoria. They're 2-0, 0-2. They lost to the Peoria Richwoods. Defense is. Whew, they gave up. I think they gave up over 100 points so far. But I think Coach is going to get them all set up, and I think Peoria could go on a winning streak. But again, I think with Peoria, it's not. It has nothing to do with lesser players or any lesser talent. They have the same talent. They have the same thing. It's just they got to get it over that mental block, and when they do, Peoria can do some damage. But Peoria right now has to get over that mental block. I'm just going to say that right there. So it should be interesting. So remember, um, it's looking like Stag, home of Flossmore, Deep Dish Football Game of the week 3. Please visit deepdishfootball.com. If you have any questions or any of that, please email me, coachbigpete@gmail.com. Also follow Coach Big Pete, Deep Dish Football on Twitter and Facebook. I will also be doing the whole thing for Deep Dish Football Game of the Week for this whole week. Coach Breakfast with Coach Big Pete, always every Saturday at 9 a.m. on Deep Dish Football on Facebook. Deep Dish Football Live every Wednesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. At 8 p.m. on Facebook Live. Be sure you check it out. Also, still looking for donations, not donations, tips. If you like my work, leave tips, donations on deepdishfootball.com on the right-hand section. Feel free to leave it. Also, tomorrow, I will be doing the rankings, team rankings. I was going to do the team rankings today. I'm going to do the team rankings tomorrow for Deep Dish Football. I will have the team rankings for the first day on tomorrow. Also, there's one more thing I want to talk to you guys about. Also looking for advertisers and sponsors that want to be featured in the videos and the graphics for Deep Dish Football the Game Week and everything else. Please visit. Please send me an email if you're interested in having your product or business or company featured on deepdishfootball.com on videos and everything else. Send me an email at coachbigpete@gmail.com. Also, please do understand. I've said this numerous times. Please, if you're new to Deep Dish Football, please look at the website. Look at the About section. Please look at all the videos. Look at everything so you can get a full description and not rush to a judgment. Read it first. Read it first. That's all I ask. Thank you so much. Let's get to week 3, IHSA football. It should be a fun week. And again, thanks again for sharing me some of your time and watching this video. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel for Deep Dish Football. Have a lovely night.